Watch this video to get an unfair advantage and make the best of April 2025. We're going to dive into the best times and specific dates to take action to give you an Astro boost. Let's dive in. My name is Anastasia. I'm a traditional Western astrologer and astrology teacher specializing in natal, relationship, and predictive readings. If you enjoy my work, take a few seconds of your time to leave me a like, a comment, subscribe, and press the notification bell. Watch more of my videos. There's a lot of more general content that can be of interest to you, and that encourages YouTube algorithm to help my channel grow, show my content to more people. So thank you for that. If you want to show your appreciation, another way includes saying thank you by buying me a tea, a coffee, a present, a token of appreciation. Anything you do means a lot to me, even if that is just sending happy thoughts. So before we dive in, if you're looking for more, you feel like you have dipped your toes into the pool of astrology, but now you want to be able to decipher the natal chart, make sense of all of it, and through astrology find more peace, more self-understanding, more confidence, sign up for my Natal Astrology Blueprint of the Soul course. It begins in May. Classes last for 12 weeks. We will learn the foundational elements of astrology, go deeper, and through it all you will be able to understand yourself better and even read charts for people in your life or become a professional astrologer. I am looking forward to that. The link is in the description. On my website, anastasiadoesastrology.com, you can also book a personal reading where we can talk about your natal chart, your year coming up, your solar return, which is great to do right around your birthday, your relationship, the best place for you to live in the world through the lens of astrocartography, or the election date for your wedding, your business, etc. So the way this video works is, as you may know, each of us has a natal chart. We have a unique blueprint that we come into this world with. We do not really choose our date and place of birth, right? Or time of birth, unless you believe that your soul has selected the certain set of placements and life circumstances for yourself. However, in life, we know what's happening. We astrologers, astrology lovers, right? Like, we can look up the transits coming up. We can see what's coming up. So if you know what's ahead, there is a really great way to work with that and avoid more difficult times. Like, for example, do not manifest on eclipses, right? It's not the time to ask the universe to bring you things because the energy is too unstable. So we avoid the downfalls and we maximize the positives. This is the science behind my talismans that I create, my candles and oils. You know, all of these. This is Jupiter in Taurus, the candle that is connected to good luck. If you'd like some, check out anastasiadoesastrology.com candle shop. But these objects I create, and this video is all about choosing the best windows of opportunity. And a lot of times they're very short, but the more precise, the more benefits they will give you. So in this video, we will take a look at 3 charts I have elected for April. If you'd like a full report, visit anastasiadoesastrology.com. Candle or print shop has it. You can pick it up on there to get the full selection of 9 benevolent charts. So we're going to start with our first chart, which falls on April 1st. In order to find it, you would go to Astro unless you have a professional software and you use professional software. Otherwise, Astro is perfectly valid. You would go to birth chart and you would type in the time of April 1st, 2025. 6:40 a.m. is my first election. I am giving you 2 elections for April 1st, so 6:40 is the first one. And the city is New York. I'm going to put my own time first, and then I will show you how to adjust it for your location. And I like to choose whole sign house system. For that, you will go to this settings, extended settings, house system, and choose whole sign, and then you click calculate chart. And here you go. The first chart I have selected is Aries rising about 10 degrees, 10 degrees 28 Aries, which means we have the exalted sun in Aries. And here you cannot really see it pretty well, but basically it will be Neptune and then the sun and sun conjunct ascendant. So we have the exalted sun in Aries on the ascendant, and we also have the exalted moon in Taurus in the second house. I highlighted this in the March election report because every year for 2 days we get the double exaltation of the sun and the moon, and it's a really rare and really benevolent configuration. The moon is waxing. This is a couple of days after the eclipse. I don't know why it keeps doing this full sign. So the moon is waxing, it's growing, which is best for manifestation. In this chart, you definitely want to give prevalence to the sun and to the moon and potentially Jupiter as well. So this could be really great for leadership pursuits, anywhere you need to speak in public because there's a Sun-Jupiter sextile. Creative performance, self-expression, because the sun rules the fifth house of romance, pleasure, creativity. It could be pretty good for relationships, but we have to keep in mind that Venus is retrograde. So I would say existing relationships, not necessarily new relationships. And because the moon is in the second house, ruling the fourth, I would say this could be also a pretty positive chart for financial transactions, like paying off debts, mortgage, investments, etc. This is not the best chart for business partnerships, again, because the ruler of the seventh house of partnerships and business and contracts is Venus retrograde. So I wouldn't use it for business partnerships, for signing contracts, for necessarily home, family, real estate matters, unless you're paying off a debt, right? But I wouldn't like invest into a new thing at this time. So if we wanted to go back and let's say you are in a different location, right? So you would go the same, sort of the same route. You will put in April 1st, 6:40 a.m., and you would choose your location. Let's say you are in Siena, Italy. So you're still putting April 1st, 6:40 a.m., and you're trying to match the chart that I gave you as much as you can to this chart. So here, the ascendant is at 2 degrees. There it is, 5 minutes. We do want it to be about 10 degrees, right? We want it to be pretty close to the sun. And so in order to do that, you will go here to the right where you can animate the chart and you will move it 10 minutes at a time. That's perfectly fine. Getting the ascendant as closely as you can to 10 degrees, and you might not go too far. So here it is. Here's the chart for 7 a.m. The ascendant is at 11 degrees 16 minutes, which is still, above the sun. So as long as it's in front of the sun, you should be fine. So 11:16 is perfectly great. So for Siena, Italy, you would adjust this to match it to 10 degrees and you're golden. Okay, so now we're gonna look at the second election, and I'm just gonna switch to a different screen. So here, just for the timing purposes, I will just be showing you charts and you can calculate it on your own. So this is our first, so this is actually, I don't know why it doesn't adjust it. Okay. So this was our first chart, 6:40 a.m. Ascendant is at 10 degrees, anywhere between 10 and 11 is fine. So our second chart is still April 1st, but now we're moving on to 2:01 p.m. Still capturing the exalted sun, still capturing the exalted moon. Here, now we are at ascendant in Leo, 2:01 p.m., around 10 degrees Leo. This is a waxing moon again. The moon is harmoniously aspecting Saturn, Venus, Mercury, and it's separating from a conjunction with Uranus. So I like this chart for, again, being a leader, speaking your mind, teaching a course, anything where, the Leo and the ascendant. So for being visible, ruled by the sun in the ninth, being visible as a teacher, being visible as a presenter, publishing your work, writing. This could be a really good chart for legal matters as well, especially if you need to like speak in front of someone, hire maybe a lawyer. Visas, supply, doing applications, applying for school, applying for, green card or anything like that. Not so good for home, family, real estate matters because the ruler of the fourth house of home family is Mars in the 12th house. But like, see here, the ruler of the fourth house of property in the 12th could suggest losses. But if we look at Mars ruling the ninth house, it could suggest that if you're consciously like choosing to move somewhere far away, this could be a very opportune chart, I'd say. Next option is April 4th. And so April 4th, the time is 11:17 a.m. with Cancer on the ascendant at 9 degrees. The chart has, you want the chart to have the ascendant conjunct moon because the moon is very strong here. It's the moon in rulership. But by placing it on the ascendant, you give it more power. So here the moon is conjunct the ascendant. We have Saturn in the ninth house sextiling Uranus, and Saturn and Venus both trining Mars in the first house. The moon is still growing, so still good for manifesting. I like this for anything Cancerian. Matters involving women, children, elderly, sick, poor, so volunteering, advocating for your child, talking to teachers, maybe, um, yeah, like I said, volunteering, education, community work as well, like writing on behalf of someone, legal matters. So like if you're kind of advocating for children, this is a really good chart. Less good for matters involving creativity, self-expression because of Mars being in detriment. It's still supported. It is supported by the Pisces stellium. So just make sure that you're not being sort of self-minded, that you're directing your attention towards other people. So these are the first 3 opportune times in April. Like I mentioned before, if you'd like to know the rest of the positive times so that you can maximize April and gain an unfair advantage, make it friendlier, find more success in it, especially now that we're out of eclipse season and Mercury and Venus are stationing direct, visit Anastasia@astrology.com. On my website, you can pick up the full report. It includes a video version and a written file so you can easily refer to it, reference it throughout the month. Find it on my website. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber and supporting my work. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is your time to do it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.